Hi, welcome to For Real Talkers. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Jen.
And today we're going to be talking about sex starts before the bedroom. Because, for some reason, men, not all men, not all. But sometimes men want to wait until we get to the bedroom before, they really put on their heavy moves and just expect us to just jump right into giving them some sex. But we want to be loved on. We want to get foreplay.
Right.
And even before the foreplay,
Right.
we want some attention. We want to feel special. We want you to treat us like a delicate flower. We need a little bit more before we get to the bedroom so we're already worked up. So that's what we're talking about
Right.
today. We're going to talk
Right.
about sex starts before the bedroom, and it most certainly should. What do you think, Jen?
Definitely. It that the physical act is just I think I said this before. It's a portion of it, but it starts before you even get to the bedroom. You start that back and forth dance when you're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation might make a person drop their drawers.
Uh-oh. I don't
You
know.
know, and a conversation might might lock up a person in drawers too at the same time. So it's all, to me, it's not the physical. It's more than the physical act. It starts up here, and
Yes.
that chemistry you have with each other.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
it definitely starts before you get to the bedroom.
Well,
And
for many.
I'm
ahead.
sorry. It
No,
is
go
a
ahead.
conversation that needs to be had.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. You're
Oh,
absolutely right.
okay. Yes, well, I think that it definitely should start before the bedroom, and we should have a conversation before ahead of time. But sometimes people might just want to get it in, as like you say, they just want to get it in, right?
I
And
don't know.
some people just want to. And listen, we're not
so.
here to judge
No, it's no
anybody.
judgment. No
If that's
judgment.
something that you really only want that, but please, ladies, be sure and know that that is truly what you really want. I mean, but for
Right.
the most part, I want to say, like, women, we have somewhat of a value system, especially women that are a little bit older.
Yeah.
Maybe in your 20s and college days, you might have took a whole lot of chances. But as you start getting a little bit older, I think we want a little bit more than just a hard penis. I think so. I don't think we just want somebody to just sex us.
Yeah. I mean, she's right. It does depend on maybe the age that you're in, or the mental
Yeah.
state that you're in, the maturity
Yes.
that you're in. Because I do believe that, not even know, because I don't care what kind of car you was driving or anything like that. Like, I wanted to be stimulated mentally, and then that excited me, like your brain. No. So it's a funny story. I met somebody recently who, it was a casual, just like conversation, and they felt like, oh man, I should have came correct because I'm coming outside, and I'm like, what does that even mean? And they
Okay.
said, oh, their car, whatever, and I said to him, like, who cares about your car? I said, dude, what kind of car is Bill Gates driving? He ain't driving. He don't care about that. Nobody cares. It's what's beyond. I don't care about your midlife crisis.
Okay.
Let's talk about like what's up here.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
what's
yes.
up here is going to
Yes.
stimulate down here.
Yes.
Right? You need substance behind you. So I mean, you don't really need to be. You know what I'm saying? You need to have some type of je ne sais quoi, some type of swag, something behind you, not some type of something material.
Okay.
Right?
Well, we don't want it to just be material, but I like to say I want you to, like, if you're baking a cake, I need all of the right ingredients so that my cake can rise to the occasion and be
Absolutely.
perfect. And then once the cake is looking all perfect, now give me the icing on the cake, and that'll bring it home. And for me, the icing on the cake would be the material stuff.
Right,
You
right.
got a good income, or maybe you
Yeah.
might, even if you have a
Yeah.
nice car, you don't have a nice car. But for
Yeah.
me, the material things
Yeah.
is like the icing on the cake.
Right.
But the main ingredients need to be there in the cake.
Yeah.
How do you make me feel?
Yeah.
How do I make you feel? How do we make each other feel?
Right.
How do you treat me?
Right.
Is there respect? Do you respect me?
Right.
Okay. Is there trust?
Right.
Do you do special things for me? Like, make me feel special. build up the desire
Right.
that I would have to be with you intimately.
Right.
Let's build that up, and it takes action.
Right.
Action plus words. Because I
Right.
definitely want to know that you're serious about me and you're really into me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to just lay down with somebody just for fun.
No.
I'm not interested in doing that.
No.
And if that's something that um, you're interested in, whether it's the man or the woman, when you first meeting the person, I think you should definitely let them know.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm definitely not just laying down. I don't need to do that. I don't give a rat's patootie about laying down with you because I want to be able to look at you in the morning, the next day. And again, not the physical, but I don't want to be able to be like, I don't even know you, man.
What's your name? Excuse me. Dang.
I want to meet, you know what I mean? No, it's the day after. And then it's this whole thing with me. I want to be able to spoon and cuddle and different things like that.
Yes.
You can't do that with a stranger. So no, I'm not just doing it just because.
And listen, you want to know that he gonna remember your name the same way you can remember his. Because I gotta tell you, one time, you don't want to be talking with your girlfriend and you talking about your past experiences, and no, it wasn't that many, and you start naming, and then your girlfriend say, well, what about so and so? Like you forgot
you don't even want those type of.
Yes, you forgot because you just was fast to jump into bed. But one of my girlfriends told me, she told me that she would have sex with a person on the first date the same way she would kiss them on the first date, because she'd rather just get it out of the way to see if they're even compatible. She don't want to waste her time, and it's like months later, and she like all these things about him, but then sexually they're not compatible, and she got to break up with him anyway.
Right. She
said
true.
that.
That is true. That is true. She's so right. I'm telling you, but I feel like yes, in that instance, yes, you could have sex the first day, the first year, the first month.
Okay.
If he gonna leave you or if she don't want to be with you, it don't even matter if you wait that year, that hour, that moment. It's gonna be the same. I mean, but I still feel like there has to be some type of mental attraction for me to even get to that level. You know what I mean? And I understand because you have to have some type of standards.
Yes.
And you want to know
values.
Yeah. And if y'all on the same page, if y'all both don't care, then no judgment. If y'all both don't care, we just want to want to get it on, then get it on. But if you looking for if you are looking for something more, I believe you should step back and assess the situation and see how you're vibing, and see if you evenly yoked. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you have the same mind,
Right.
That's
So definitely, probably don't want to do it let me rephrase. I don't advise doing it on the first date.
No.
I just don't. Not for me. But like I said, no judgment. Because another thing that I would be concerned about is some people, might hit it off after their first date,
Right.
and have sex the first date and still keep dating and get married. I mean, those situations are probably far and few in between, right? But some people do have relationships that last a little bit. But I truly believe that for the most part, the guy's probably going to be looking at you a little differently, even if he tells you he's not.
Right.
I mean, I have brothers, and I'm tight with my 6 brothers, and I just think so. So, for example, okay, you hanging out with the guy. You did it with him on the first date. Now you're going on a girls' trip to Jamaica with your friends. Your man probably all in your ear telling you all of these do nots and stuff. He might be a little concerned. I don't know, because if he thinks that if he know that you just slept with him on the first date, come on, ladies, don't think that won't cross that brother's mind that you could be a little fast and you might do that with somebody else because you didn't know him. Or if you guys get into an argument, right? You get into an argument, which I really don't like arguing. But you guys get into an argument, you have like a major disagreement. He might wonder, okay, is she mad enough to sleep with somebody else? And don't let it be that you mad and you didn't give him none for a while. Is he going to wonder, did you run out there and sleep with somebody else? So I don't know if that can affect the relationship and the man thought processes, because is it saying something about your value system? I don't know. But for me, I'm not interested.
No.
I'm not interested.
Nah, me neither. And I'm not even being approved because I love the idea of just like getting to know,
Yes.
that
Yes.
person, and
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, the whole stage of getting to know one another, that
Yes.
honeymoon stage.
Yes.
So that excites me right there.
Yes.
So nah, I
Well,
could wait.
yes, me too. So now, what kind of advice do we think we can give the fellas? Because we just want to make sure that men understand what women mean when we're saying sex starts before the bedroom. It don't start in the bedroom. It should start before the bedroom. So if you're listening and you're uncertain and you don't really know how to go about doing that, like pay attention to your lady while you're dating her. From the beginning of, as soon as you realize that you really like her and you're interested,
Right.
we tell you all kind of things along the way.
Yeah.
Make us feel special.
Yep.
Make us feel
Yeah.
noticed in a crowded room with
Yeah.
beautiful women.
Yes.
Just let us
We tell you without
feel
even
noticed.
saying a word sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Without even saying a word.
That's right. You can say a lot of sweet things. You can
Mm-hmm.
send sweet notes. You can use endearing terminology. You can do these things on a regular basis. You
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
I mean, everybody's not comfortable with expressing their
Yeah.
emotions. But
Yes.
like Jen, what kind of advice, what do you think you can say to guys to get that woman in the mood? Like, as far as, before the bedroom. Don't wait till we get to the bedroom.
Well, I can say in general, take notice of one another's likes and dislikes, hobbies and interests.
Okay.
Because even for a man, and it goes both ways. It's nothing more sexy
Yes.
than somebody that's into what you're into. You know what I mean? It could start from sports to politics to, me. I'm a weirdo, so I like series like The Walking Dead and different things like that. So I get somebody who's interested in what I'm interested in. It is on and popping, drawers drop. Jokes, y'all. Jokes about that. But I am into somebody who's into the things, because I am a sci-fi. I'm a sci-fi person. I love it. I
Okay.
love all those things. So when I get somebody who's into it just like me,
Yes.
I
yes.
am excited. It's almost
Yes.
like you just bought me some flowers or something.
Well,
Now,
how
don't
about-
get it twisted, because I still
You want the
flowers.
flowers. And don't wait for Valentine's Day and a
Yeah.
special occasion. How about the just because flowers?
just
Even if it's not a
because.
dozen, I
Yep.
think it could be so special to
Yep.
hand me one rose.
Yeah. Yes.
Every day that I see you for like 30 days.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Be different.
Think-
Be creative.
Yes, if you know that
Right?
if I like oh, I saw that you like these socks, you were into this sock brand, so I just thought about you. Just because it gifts, you don't gotta wait, and it's the small things too.
Yes,
you don't
yes,
have to wait
yes.
until a holiday for one another to do something small, and because the small gestures are big.
Yes.
They
Yes.
high on the scale. Those small gestures, 'cause it lets
Yep.
me know you're thinking about me.
Yes.
Oh, you ran out of that
Yes.
lip gloss, and I like how that look on you. So let me go.
Yes.
I just thought I'd buy it for you,
Or,
or whatever.
And it's little things like less could be more. I like saying that because I had someone who really understood that. I'm with him and I'm talking about I don't like to wear slippers. Anybody that know me, I'm not really into slippers, but if I'm going to wear slippers, it needs to be more like socks. I like footies. So the next time I came to his house, he had slippers that were made like socks for
Aw,
me.
see?
And it was so special. Like
Stock
that
went
little
up.
thing.
His stock went up.
Yes, his stock went up. Or let's say we just, getting up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, and in the conversation, I'm like, oh, I just love Cafe Bustelo. That's my favorite Cafe Bustelo. Oh, this is really good. And, we're having conversation.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the next time I'm back over at his place, guess what, guys? He got Cafe Bustelo.
Right.
I didn't have to ask him to do that.
Right,
But you
right.
pay attention to the small things when you really like someone. And
Right.
those little bit of things can start to get me a little wet over a period of time. In mine, I think it starts to build up an emotional connection, right? Because it's also mental. You know that he's listening to you, he's paying attention. So that's the first thing, he likes you.
Yep.
Right?
So it's those things. You got to pay attention to it.
Yes.
It's not the act, and pay attention to one another. Read what they say. Read the room, as they say. Just see. I'm telling you, it really really works.
Yeah, so it's the other thing too. Guys like to say when it comes down to sex, it's physical for them, right? And how do they say? Yeah, it's physical for them. Like, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking to say. It's visual. They say it's visual. And please know, I'm sorry, it's visual for me too. It might not be visual for all women. Some women might be into, oh, you treated me nicely, or they might be looking at monetary items that you can give to them. All of that is well and great, right? It could be great. But for me, it's still visual. It's still visual. I want to look at you. I want to lust for you. I want to
It starts
feel.
off visual. It definitely starts
Right?
off visual in most cases. I'm going to say most cases.
Okay. Well, for
It
me,
starts
all
off
my
visual.
cases,
Because you might get a catfish, so you can think it's visual, but
right,
and that person will
I got
woo you already when you're talking to them and
Yes.
everything, and then when you finally meet them in person, you like, it's the same person I was talking to you over the phone.
No.
So,
No,
and
no.
then what are you going to do? Then now all of that wooing they did in the good conversations you had, now you're going to look like you was really superficial because all of that went out the window because y'all vibed over the phone, you vibed via email, you vibed on text, and then you finally meet in person and you're like, so what does that say? You got to, it does start visual. Like you might see somebody in person like, yo, that's going to be my next baby daddy. But
Okay.
but after that, you can't just have eye candy, like, because eye candy, that's not longevity. Like, that candy could be sour candy. Like, you want that? Like, I don't know. You can start off with visual, you do, and I'm not going to sit there in front like it's not, but you start off visual, and then after that is what comes out of them, what comes out of their mouth next, because then they could be just a cute little piece of candy that you be like, nah, I don't want that because it's gonna make my teeth rot, and all I'm gonna do is go to the dentist. Like, it's not gonna do nothing for you but cause you pain.
Yes. How about another thing? Consistency. And I think that's challenging. It could be challenging for both men and women because it's very easy to be inconsistently inconsistent. But once you've gotten it figured out and you got that right path and you rolling and things are going well, why deviate? Don't deviate. Stay focused. Come on back. I mean, even if you go a little bit to the side, bring yourself on back in. Because consistency is something that every woman loves. We love that. If you're going to call me every morning and say, good morning, baby, I was just thinking about you, or good morning, or at the end of the day, how was your day? Be consistent. Don't just do that for the first, 3 months of the relationship, and then next thing you know, you no longer asking me. You no longer calling me baby and sweetheart,
Never stop dating your girlfriend, husband, spouse. Don't stop dating them. Even after the long dance, don't stop, because you know you want to be consistent. You want to turn into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, like. And again, I'm not talking about only men. We women, we do it too.
Yeah, we get lazy.
We get lazy too. So we talk about this all the time. So always, keep it consistent.
Yes.
Date one another. Keep it spicy.
Yes.
And that's all. I mean, that's all I can tell you. That's only my opinion. I know you guys got much more to say.
Yeah, well,
everybody has.
We want to hear. We want to hear what your thoughts are.
Exactly.
Share those thoughts with us.
Please do.
Yes.
Please do.
Absolutely. Sex starts before the bedroom. Please, let's start practicing that. Let's make each other feel good about it so that when we get to the bedroom, it is thebomb.com. And when you have it, thebomb.com, don't get lazy. I mean, if you slack off a little bit, bring yourself back around. And definitely for the married people, because really I'm talking about married people. Wink, wink. Continue to have sex with your husband, because it is part of your duties. It really is. If there's a problem, talk to each other and figure it out. The only way you could figure it out if you talk with each other. It is honest communication, even if it's hard, even if it could be a little hurtful. But I know it's going to be more hurtful if you say nothing and you do absolutely nothing,
Absolutely.
it can't get better.
Absolutely.
Can't get better.
She's absolutely right about that.
We got to talk.
And don't act like we got experience with this.
Yes.
Somebody was married around here, so we know.
Well, I know I was once married, so
I mean,
and looking forward to being married again. So.
okay.
Well, join us on For Real Talkers. We want to hear your comments. We want you to comment below so that we can invite you guys on the show.
Definitely. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yes.
So next time you comment and say, I got something to say, we're going to call you up.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And you want to hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
So that you don't miss any episodes and turn on your notifications.
Yes, on all platforms.
Yes.
For Real Talkers.
Wait
a minute. Hold on, Bobby. Tell them about your T-shirt. Y'all ain't see this T-shirt, though.
So, For Real Talkers T-shirt. This is, what the card game looked like. If you've seen the box, it looks like that. These T-shirts are available. Signature T-shirt.
Come on, turn around. Give them a turn around. Give them a turn around.
It's available. You want me to stand up?
Come on, Bobby. Show them.
I do want to stand up because I want to tell you guys that this T-shirt didn't come like this. I kind of cut it out like this myself.
Yes.
Cut the sleeves, listen here. But what I'm most proud of, because this was just really practice, and I can show you guys all how to do it if you're interested.
Yeah.
Leave me a comment, and I'll show you live. But look, here's the back, and this is what I'm most proud of.
See that thing?
Can you see it?
Yeah, they see
that.
that.
You see how
they see all that.
cut all of this out?
They see all that back there. Y'all see the detail. It's in the
Yes,
detail.
and I would love to teach you how to cut your T-shirt like this and show you a few other styles, But the T-shirt is definitely available on our website at forrealtalkers.com.
I love that
It'll also
T-shirt.
be in the link, down in the link as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yes, we
This was
appreciate
fun.
that. It was.
This was fun.
And join us for another episode
of For Real Talkers. We're real people.
Say real things.
Bye.
Bye.